Hey guys, I'm Jacob. You're watching the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors. I got something special in the mail today from Bear Forest Knives. This is his game knife. We're going to do a open boxing and an initial impressions review. This is going to be my primary game knife for the fall and winter. Now, in my defense, I will say that I did already open the package. In my excitement, I did not see the logo on the bag. I looked at the label side here, but the package inside is intact. I don't really know what that matters. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the open boxing rules, but we're just gonna go with it. Before we go into that, if you are watching this video on YouTube, please consider making an Odyssey account and following me there. Help me do my part to move people away from this video platform and help me help us or something move to a better platform. Like, nobody's gonna go there if nobody's over there and if nobody's videos are over there. So if you're a content creator, please consider heading over there as well. Also in the description box below, you'll see how you can support this channel. You'll see a link to Bear Forest Knives, and then my links, Patreon, my brand ambassadors with PSA and Brownells, those not brand ambassadors, affiliate links, social media links, my website, Beach and Tactical Rifle Slings, and Exodus Knife and Tool, my knives. So, alright, we're into it. Here we go. Nicely packaged, unopened, neighbor's kids wiling out like kids should. Ooh. Nice baggy bag. Already partially cut at the corner so that you don't need a knife to open it. Like, who does this? They thought of everything. So we've got a knife. This is True Hide Whiskey Kydex with a metal clippy clip. Alright, very cool. Beautiful burlap scales. I'm going to go over the specs here, and I am reading the specs for all of you who expect for me to memorize them and say I shouldn't be doing YouTube unless I can memorize this, because if I do memorize it, I'll get it wrong, because that's how I roll. Alright, so, oh boy, yes. 1/8 of an inch thick, blade length 3.5 inches. It is 80 CRV2, full flat grind. It's a black oxide tumble finish. Like I said, brown burlap micarta handle scales. They are absolutely beautiful. There you go. Knife will rust if not used or oiled properly. The spine doesn't feel sharpened like some of his others are. It could be that you could still strike a ferrule off of it. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he didn't want to square the spine because it is a game knife, but maybe you still could. Not sure. Not uncomfortably sharp, however. This has been a very popular game knife shape for him. My finger, when I run it up along the edge, can't even hardly reach the tip, but it can get very close. And because of the shape of this hump, I know where on the knife my finger is without seeing anything. So if my hand is up in a cavity, and I'm running my finger up there to feel where my edge is going, I will know by the feel of the back of the blade where on the blade my finger is. I didn't actually, I didn't talk to him about the design. I'm assuming that's the purpose of the shape of the back of the spine, and I'm assuming that because that's what my hand tells me. Of course, we have a thin edge, but not so thin that you're going to have to worry about this thing getting just literally falling apart, breaking, chipping, whatever. With regular use, I would not be afraid to do feather sticks, and will not be afraid. It will happen. Feather sticks with this, batoning some, say, small pieces of cedar for kindling or tinder. I'm talking very small stuff. ADCR V2 is incredibly tough. I don't think I would use this knife for anything beyond that when it comes to hard use. This is going to be, big shocker here, a game knife. Beautifully done. I am a fan. Kydex retention, I'll show that here in a second. Pops in. Pops out nicely. Not coming out. Very secure. All in all, guys, I consider Bear Forest knives, not from him, this is me, and I've talked about this a lot on this channel, a custom production knife. That means that this is a shape that he produces, but he makes his knives all by hand. So it's a handmade knife. They're currently made in California, start to finish, and you know, he can do custom work, right? Since he's not a machine, but he does produce the same model and produce them in numbers, so it is production. The technical name of this knife is the Pickens game knife. So I just called it game knife. So I probably messed up there. Another thing that you're going to notice here is we don't have any sharpening choil right here. Those can occasionally, when you're skinning and doing stuff, get caught on the hide and stuff like that and be an irritation. I personally don't like sharpening choils very much for that reason. And I guess I can't do an initial impressions video without doing the old hair test. I don't have a lot of hair, guys. You know, Black Rifle Coffee is going to come in here and send some dudes in here to like make fun of my lack of hair because that's what makes them happy. And you know what? You know, they're right. Like, there's no defense for that. Like, yes, you got me. Got no hair. I wonder if you're going to be able to see what little blonde, ultra-fine hair I have. Come on, camera. We can do it. I'm not even going to be able to tell if you can see that or not until we get into the editing software. But whatever. Alright. It's there. You guys can, again, in the description box below, the first thing that you're going to see is a link to Bear Forest knives. Now, this is my open boxing and initial impressions review. This is not, I trust Bear Forest knives because I've used his products a ton. So I can tell you with confidence that you can buy a Bear Forest knives product and you'll be satisfied. However, this is an initial impressions video, so not a full review. Always take that with a grain of salt. I've recently had some products that I'm not sure I recommend yet that people purchased from my initial impressions review, and I feel guilty, but I'm like, guys, you know, I didn't say go buy it on that particular product yet. It wasn't a full review. Not necessarily the case with Bear Forest knives because he makes quality stuff. I've used the piss out of it. It's a one-guy shop right now, so you don't have to worry about if he's got an employee on the grinder. Lord willing, he will at some point, but he does good stuff. He stands behind his work. You will not be left in the dark there. Pickens game knife. I like it. I'm very stoked to use it this year. I am planning on taking quite a few deers off the property here. So, you know, deer, I've never seen turkey. I'd like to bring some turkey in later. And squirrel, but the thing is with squirrel, you don't really need a game knife, but I'm thinking that being that this is 1/8 inch thick ADCR V2 with a nicely thin edge, it'll make anything nicer. And a thinner edge for slicing is always going to be nicer. Alright, talk to in the comments section below. Let me know what you think, and I hope that you have a blessed day. Thank you for watching.